Итак, привет всем, начинаем проходить далее. Попали мы в монастырь. Вот здесь находим сразу отмычку. Это мне подсказали, посоветовали. Потому что как бы всего мы лишились мирского.
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Salve.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware. Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the cicatas, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The Rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous.
Понятно. Он настолько, видимо, задумался, что с ним произошло вот это, что с ним сейчас происходит, да?
Slow down. Watch your step, brother.
Версия 1.4.1, и до сих пор такая хрень. Так, ладно, короче, я буду гуглить сейчас прохождение. Мне все равно говорили, что в монастыре какие-то баги, какие-то геморы с прохождением, там какие-то задания дают, крафт каких-то зелий. Я не люблю это делать. В общем, так, ладно, гуглю текстовое прохождение, сейчас прочту и пойду дальше. Так, нашел прохождение, где просто сразу убить святошу и все, но мне интереснее, возможно ли его опознать и как бы его отвести к старжу в Ротае, потому что я как раз говорил с паном Рацигом, он сказал, типа, приведи его живым сюда. Мне интересно, вот такая ветвь, сейчас еще погуглю, если такая возможность есть. Короче, нужно скрывать сундуки в опочивальнях. Не знаю, меня сейчас отсюда не уволят. Пойду скрывать сундуки. Главное, отмычку не сломать. Но это все не то, мне нужны личные сундуки.
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet.
This isn't a place for you.
Так, сейчас погуглю, где сундук этого Антония. Так, да, ну где они все спят, мне надо туда.
In a rush to pray?
Slow down. Why such haste?
Вот они где. Так, задача идти спать, но я не пойду спать, я сейчас буду скрывать сундук. Только они тут палят меня. Да ладно. Буду надеяться, что он не в этом сундуке. Вот этот сундук какой-то здоровый.
What do we have here?
Вот кинжал.
A nice sharp dagger. Now what would a monk need that for?
А вот и он. Секунду.
Ah, Gregor.
I found a dagger in your stash.
And why shouldn't you have? I did hide it there after all. Do you often go through other people's belongings?
Well then, I have a question for you. I think you know what it is. What does a monk need a dagger for?
That dagger's the only thing I have left of my father. It was in our old shop, under the counter. Father kept it there to protect himself from thieves. When I was little, I admired that dagger so much. I asked Father if he'd give it to me when I was older. He always said yes, but only after he was dead.
Go on, please.
Now Father's dead and I'm here. That piece of steel is the only thing I have left from the outside world. I know it's not suitable for a monk, but I can't part with it. Now you can give it back to me. Thou shalt not steal.
I'd rather keep it. It might come in handy.
But you can't. It's not yours. So you're nothing but a common thief. I hope your conscience will get the better of you one day and you'll return it.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book.
Who'd tear up a book like that? Brother librarian might know.
It occurred to me you might be the man to ask. I'm looking for some lockpicks.
Lockpicks? You surprise me, brother. And you, a nobleman's son.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlashim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't... It's peaceful here. There's food.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending...
I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
Someone whose job it is to investigate the case, find the perpetrators and make sure they get the punishment they deserve.
Punishment? Do you intend to punish them here, in the monastery?
I don't know yet. I'm still just on their trail. Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any... No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is... Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok.
I don't think it was him. But please, don't tell us so.
Don't fret, my friend.
Подожди, ну что за хрень? Так, сейчас погуглю еще. Старая игральная кость. Может, его нужно воровать? Блин, у него ничего нету, офигеть. Очнувшись, должен этот Антоний нам признаться. Короче, сейчас его, видимо, нельзя на чистую воду вывести.
Someone really reeked at Matins.
You're right. It stunk like a wine barrel in there.
What's your step?
Иди спать, окей. Давайте попробуем спать. А там уж если не получится, тогда чуть-чуть. Если он сейчас не сидит над нами, наверное, отгружусь. Вы нарушаете распорядок дня, ну и чё? Не, это не то, короче, наверное. Сейчас я письмо попробую украсть, которое типа он Антония подозревает в чем-то.
Why so chaste?
Someone really reeked at that. You're right. It stunk like a wine barrel. Факела не хватает. Я же только что находил библиотеку до этого.
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul. You won't want to end up like Lucas now, would you?
I don't want to drink. I'll leave you to it.
Off you go then. You can come back and join us any time. But if you say a word about what you've seen here, you'll regret it.
Надо записать.
Brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know your...
I've had enough of this.
You dare resist punishment? Let me
Yes, brother. That...
You failed to complete your trial period as a novice.
Эй, идите вы.
As a nun in a bathhouse, like he doesn't want to.
Ah, Gregor.
Here's your doctor.
Thank you, brother. You don't know what this means.
I'd like to ask... Well, that's all.
Ну-ка, не будет он сейчас стоять. Нет.
Then what's your stepbrother?
True. They all know what... Библиотека через кухню, видимо.
Ни хрена себе, это что, баг такой? У меня незаметность 2 вроде была или нет? Ну ладно, не важно. Так, где там эта книга? Вот здесь где-то должна быть эта книга. Или здесь.
What have we here? It looks like a book with the names of all the novices.
Вот. Или подожди, где? Вот Антония.
Interesting. But I still don't know which one of them is pious.
My name's Gregor.
You can call me Siskin.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smill Flashka of I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the... I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? me in a monastery. So I took what coin I...
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice.
They must have realised you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off.
And you stashed away...
Indeed.
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait in...
That's all...
Please.
There's something I should tell you. I'm here to find someone, and, well, to do...
What's he doing here?
They call him Pious because he used to be a priest. When they sent me here to find him.
So we have one outlaw and one assassin in our midst. This place is...
Well, that's just
Если вдруг не успеваете прочесть, ставьте на паузу.
It could be Antonius?
Antonius? He's a fine fellow. No, it can't be him. Although...
See how hard it is? It could...
What on earth makes you think that? My being unfit for holy...
True enough. I won't tell you more.
You're talking about killing in the monastery.
Would you do that? I have a feeling...
You're right. I'll keep it to myself. I've got problems enough of my own without involving myself.
Thank you, Siskin. I'm still curious.
It's no big terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during service.
I'll leave you be.
Thank you.
I think...
You've lost your mind. What on earth makes you think that?
True. No.
I swear I don't know anything.
I won't... Would... Thank you. I'd be in... Tell me about...
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with, of course, the exception of myself.
That's...
Yeah. Why are you waking me? Go away.
В 3 утра, начало дня, ну давайте. Что они все спят и спят.
In a rush to pray? Why such haste?
What do you desire?
How is it?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye.
Will you tell?
Look, not.
Very
Thank.
Ah, great.
Is it possible to learn something?
Only the abbot and...
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and...
I found... Ovid?
Not what, but who? Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when he... If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been
кстати, эта книга Pillars of... Какая там игра проходила, Pillars of, что-то такое. Там тоже, походу, это искусство.
Absolutely. Eustace's wits were... I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery.
Good.
Thank you, brother.
Where should I look?
If I knew, I...
Can you tell me?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love.
I found a few.
Wonderful.
I'd like to... What can you tell me about...
What can I say?
I meant something
But you know them yourself. Antonius is hard-working and will help.
Ну и чё? Охереть, я еще и траванулся говном каким-то кормить. Да вы что, шутите?
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost.
Вот это вот, может, он нам сейчас рассказывает.
He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though.
Да, вот, значит, надо было поесть.
So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered to make a bargain with the hound.
I think I understand you. But the beast would need to know what deal he's being offered.
You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better.
Here in the monastery, I've had plenty of time to think things over. But then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
What if I wanted a different option?
You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading to... There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far...
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow, that sort of thing.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out? This place is practically...
Do you mean these keys?
What? I'm not going to ask you how you got your hands on those.
Я уже украл.
Devious lad.
У этого главного.
And where am I supposed to get my hands on blood in a monastery?
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. All the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list.
All right, that's everything.
Excellent. Come and see me. And Gregor.
That would sound more sincere if you hadn't just tried...
That's why I'm thanking you. For being so reasonable despite what I did.
Так, мне надо выпить противоядие. И вот это вот. Так. Раздобудь кровь. Так, сразу, чтобы я загуглю сейчас, где это раздобыть. На кухню надо и указать там в списке, что кровь нужна.
Peace be with you.
Ну и нажал использовать. Раздобудь кровь. Вот это вот сажать. пофиг на распорядок, попробую просто до утра пересидеть. Может, меня не засекут. Что за звук такой? А если не пойду, то что? Напишите в комментах, я что-то интересное пропускаю. Как я понял, я просто дичку какую-то пропускаю, там ничего такого нет. Какие-то циклические задания, еще что-то. Хотелось бы, конечно, квест со страницами, с поиском страниц был не проваленный.
Easter until the calends of October. When they come out from 5 in the morning, let them labor at whatever is necessary.
Козий мех с кровью. Ну все, можно с этим разговаривать.
Brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know your...
Very well, bro.
I still need to look through your... You have a weapon. Here in the monastery. You failed to complete your trial.
Да, конечно.
virtue of those who hold nothing dearer to them than Christ, who, because of the holy service they have professed, and the fear of hell, and the glory of life everlasting, as soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine command, and cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation. Delay, lukewarmness. For the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For if the disciple obeys with ill will and murmurs, not necessarily with his lips but simply in his heart, then even though he fulfills the command, yet his work will not be accepted.
In a rush to pray?
What troubles you?
That his heart is murmuring, and far from gaining a reward for such work,
I have everything we need for the escape.
Excellent. Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory. We'll have to get it all done before...
What exactly is your plan? And why can't we do it at night?
We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime? Because we need the dormitory as well. Take everything with you and don't...
Good. Once evening mass...
Brother? Brother Cyril mentioned that you didn't submit your parchments in the scriptorium.
from Easter until...
I had other affairs that needed to be...
Really? I'll pretend nothing. Brother, you were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you?
And from the 4th hour until about the 6th,
You-
let them apply themselves to reading.
I apologize.
After the 6th hour,
you-
having left the table.
Сколько же можно, козы, а? Вечерняя, еще это во сколько это?
The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on daily life.
What would you like?
I have a...
Slowly.
Где это опочивание? Где они спят или где? Насколько это вечернее? Вот, вечерняя 6 вечера. Ладно, давайте ждать.
Brother?
Блин.
Brother?
I definitely...
Fine then. Brother? Where were you during...
I was feeling a...
Really? I'll pretend... Brother? Brother Cyril mentioned that...
I had other...
Brother? You were somewhere... You...
I apologize.
You...
Короче, надо где-то заныкаться на много часов. Неужели получится сидя? Короче, сидя на толчке или что-то типа этого. После вечерней, а сейчас еще она не закончилась. До 7, что ли, мне надо?
Pay more attention. Watch your step, brother.
Peace
Why
be
such
with you,
haste?
brother. Slow down.
На А надо идти.
Watch your step.
Да господи, прям чуть-чуть.
You failed to complete your trial period.
Такие они уж тупые. Блин. Хоть прям мочи вот этих стукачей. Надзирателей. Он прям сюда ко мне идет. Да пусти, идиот. Да, и теперь, конечно же, этому сюда нужно идти.
Slow down, brother. Slow down, brother.
Slow down, brother. Slow down, brother.
In a rush to pray?
Praise be to God. For a moment there I was worried you weren't coming. Give me that blood. This is the exact spot where you pushed me off the gallery.
Легко сказать, следуй.
Why such haste? And here's where you dragged my lifeless body.
Ну да, да. Типа он его потащил, он такой сделал. Мазню типа тащили куда-то.
Watch your step, brother.
Только не глючь, пожалуйста.
In a rush to pray. Pay more attention. Slow down, brother. Slow down, brother. Pay more attention. Why such haste?
А вы говорите, почему я играю с модом на сохранение? Разве можно так? Ну вот что это?
And here's where you dragged my lifeless body.
Буду смотреть, может он и заглючит, если не смотрю. Может так. Чуть-чуть времени промотать.
Thank you for helping me out. Now we must each go our own way.
Well, I can't just let you leave. You're a criminal.
What are you on about? Did you really help me escape just to portray me?
I'm truly sorry, but you were there at the Neuhof massacre and you're a valuable witness. I'm taking you to the bailiff.
Gregor, you can't be serious. I thought I won't be taken anywhere. I'd rather die than lose my freedom.
Нихрена себе, он меня отравить хотел. Пусть скажет спасибо еще, что... Что все так легко закончилось для него? Что он свидетель, а не... Хотя может его и повесят, там, не знаю. Но, блин, он секунду назад пытался меня отравить. Жесть, короче. Куда его отпускать-то?
This is one of the men who raised Neuhoff. He should be able to tell you something useful. But I need to ask a favor. I need you to keep him out of sight so his accomplices don't know he's been caught.
Fine work, and I'll do as you say. I'll find a deep, dark hiding place where no one will hear me interrogate him. And while we're at it, I'll have your things brought here. Wait here a while.
Блин, или это...
Be a bit more careful.
Пан ежик здесь томится до сих пор.
Fuck off back to your mother's cunt. I'm done with you.
Вот он.
Fuck off back to your mother's cunt.
Блин, страница из книги провалена. Жалко. Но я уж не буду, конечно, из-за этого квеста переигрывать. Напишите в комментах, насколько это крутой квест был с страницами из книги. Так. Ну а если его отпустить, то что будет интересно? Да ничего, наверное, не будет. Напишите в комментах, что будет, если его отпустить.
What are you doing here? You're playing truant from the monastery, aren't you?
Тоже другое задание. Пойду, короче, свои вещи сейчас забирать. По идее, я их здесь тоже смогу собрать. И снаряжаться. Все, напишите, пожалуйста, в комментах, как вы это все прошли. Какие я, может быть, интересности не открыл. И прям там реально интересности или там фигня какая-то.